Hi guys, welcome back to my mini podcast. Still with the same people. I'm Milanda. I'm from Samiri University and I'm from PKBN 4. Firstly, I'm so sorry because I don't collaborate with my friends because I have enough difficult time for some of this week. I am sick. I have a history of stomach acid, which is quite severe and typhus. So I can wake up and active as I used to. Therefore, I'm also late to collect my text this time. However, I hope our lecturers and friends can understand me. Thank you. This time I will discover some important points in the English courses I take this semester. Okay, let's discover. Okay, the innovative way that we can do to grow love in the local culture is to reflect history by traveling to historical places that are symbols of the struggle of the nation warriors. Further, by introducing various national cultural diversity, of the nation as well as the world of the nations. Natural resource, the young generation will feel lucky to have been born in Indonesia, so that the spirit of nation emerges to maintain the integrity and unity of the Indonesian homeland. Then, we can also show our love to the local culture by using and loving domestic products. In Indonesia, language users are faced with the presence of Indonesian, regional languages and foreign languages. Usually, the child will initially be exposed to his mother tongue. Mother tongue is the first language known by a child through his mother. In Indonesia, the mother tongue can be an indigenous language, considering that Indonesia has more than 600 regional languages. And mother tongue can also be Indonesian. For children who grow up in big city, the mother tongue can be Indonesian. For a child who was born abroad or whose parents, especially the mother, is a foreigner, the child's mother tongue is a foreign language, depending on the place of birth or the language used by one of the parents. So, a child's first language is the first language he knows. A foreign language is a language whose rules, sometimes characters and concepts are completely different from Indonesian. This means that language itself is a language that is not all known by someone. From this fact, teaching Indonesian does not always have to be given as a first language, but as a second language after the mother tongue. Many schools, especially schools labeled as international schools, which in addition to teaching foreign languages from an early age, also use foreign language as international language in their school. Of course, however, there are two conditions that must be met. First, the teaching of foreign language and Indonesian must be given with the same intensity. Second, foreign language teacher must master foreign language fluently. Language is the most important medium of communication in everyday life. Through language, everyone can convey their intentions and goals to others well. Every country has a different language according to information from the Ministry of Education and Culture. Indonesia is the country with the second largest number of languages in the world. Indonesia has hundreds of regional languages and one official language, namely Indonesian. Quote for the book Analysis of Region Language Business Entity Naming Models in the Surakarta Region. Sociolinguistic Studies. Indonesian is a unified language and functions as a national language or national language. Manual. Quote from the Indonesian academic book. Regional languages are an intra-regional or intra-community communication tool in addition to Indonesia. In some areas, Indonesia is only used as a means of supporting regional literature and culture or ethnic communities. Regional languages are usually used and controlled by people in certain areas, especially in Indonesia, which was 34 provinces. However, the diversity of regional language in Indonesia is starting to be threatened with extinctions over time. Regional language can decide to be extinct when no one else uses them in conversation. This threat is certainly a serious matter and needs to be considered. Therefore, it is necessary to preserve regional languages to avoid extinction. Number 1. Speak in the local language. Using regional language in daily conversation by continuing to apply it in daily life. And it is certain that regional language will always be used and will not become extinct. Number 2. Incorporation regional language into the school curriculum. Government has an important role in this way. The government can make policy to make regional languages into the mandatory curriculum, so that students from generation to generation to continue to know and learn regional languages. And the last are number 3, hold competition and competition on regional language. Competition and competitions in regional language can be held in conjunction with Kartini Day to preserve the language and culture of the regions in Indonesia. Based on Article 4, Paragraph 1 of Law Number 28 of 2007 concerning general provisions and tax procedure or KUP. And tax is defined as a contribution that is obligated by the state to an individual or entity that is coercive in accordance with the law in which the tax will be used for the purpose of the state for the greatest prosperity of the people. Reason number 1, paying taxes is an obligation. Paying taxes is an obligation that must be carried by taxpayers as Indonesian citizens. Failure to pay taxes can result in penalty ranging from fines to imprisonment, so let's pay taxes. Reason number 2, streamlining business process. Processing of TIN is a requirement of many business transactions. TIN or TIN is also one of the requirements of our taxpayers in processing payments to tax reporting. If all matters of payment and tax reportings have been paid off, it will be easy for the taxpayer to run his business without avoiding tax penalties. Reason number 3, contributing to the country. Tax payments made by taxpayers will be used to finance many public facilities such as roads, schools, hospitals, and public transportation. Reason number 4, equitable distribution of community welfare. Tax payments help create social welfare. Certain tax objects and subjects may contribute more tax than others. The result of the tax collection are then used to provide facilities for the poor so as to reduce social inequality. In my personal opinion, someone who can be a good leader if he has criteria such a leader who holds fast to his oath of office. Because a good leader is a leader who is serious in carrying out his oath of office. In the oath of office, in general, every elected leader will sincerely carry out his duties. And then, the criteria for a good leader for Indonesia, in my opinion, namely, he can provide inspiration. Persuading others is not an easy matter, and this job requires special skills, and not everyone can do it. Being an inspiration is the only way to persuade others to follow. In a difficult situation, those who are inspired by you will see a positive example of what you did and how you reacted when faced with difficult experience and situation. When you can handle the problem and come out a winner, you can inspire others. Good leaders need to think positive, and this is how it's now through your daily actions. Stay calm under pressure and keep increasing motivation. In today's global era, it's feel a bit behind to raise the issue of love of domestic product atau cintai produk dalam negeri. How not? Every day we are flooded with advertisement for products from abroad. As children of the nations, do we need to think about this? Why? Of course, it is necessary if our country wants its industry to develop and be able to compete with the other countries. Who else will advance our country? How? Economically rich countries usually use more portions of local industrial output than those from outside, such as in China, America, Japan, Britain, Germany, Canada, and South Korea. Okay, so I'm here to tell you how we can continue to exist as supporters of local or domestic products. Number 1. Put local products in the shopping list for personal needs. Perhaps in terms of price, local products are still more expensive than imported goods from China, such as house bags, women's or men's clothing. There is nothing wrong with easily selection. The goods we need with a large presence for local products. Obstacles, though, exist. Now it is rather difficult to discern the quality of local products from imported products, especially for fashion items for women. Number 2. Invite friends to shop for local products. The most effective campaign to promote through word of mouth. From here, you can invite friends, close relationships, and family members to buy local products. It will be loud at first, but don't be afraid, because what you do useful for many people. Imagine how many thousands of people are aspired to work in government, companies, sales, and big factory of others. Okay guys, so that's all material for the English language, which is where I summarize all the material into one, and all of this is just my personal opinion, and I summarize all this material in the form of a video because, as I said before, that I can collaborate with discussion friends because I'm sick and I just starting to get healthy. If you want to give your opinion too, you can leave a comment on this video, and thank you, and see you again in the next video. Bye bye.